Good morning, students. We have already learnt the organogram of MHRD. The present MHRD Minister, Mr. Ramesh Pokhriyal. He is the minister who is responsible for the MHRD and its functions, is it not? In today's class, let us learn about the various organizations under MHRD and their functions in detail. Functions of MHRD. The central government plays a very important role in governing the activities of educational departments all over the country. MHRD administers the institutions. It helps the organizations to function in a very effective way. The library, Indian Museum, everything is under the control of MHRD and they administer these institutions. It also finances and supervises the central universities like Banaras University, Aligarh University, Delhi University, Vishwabharati University, Northeastern Hill University, Jawaharlal Nehru Institute, University, etc. They administer the institutions of the scientific and technical education. Namely, you have your NIT, CSIR, everything. These organizations are administered and instituted by MHRD. It coordinates the facilities and also determines the standard of the higher education institutions so that they carry on their research, scientific and technical education, and it also allots the funds for the UGC. MHRD allots the funds for the UGC to allot it for various universities. Okay. MHRD shares the responsibility with the state governments and the private bodies so that they can provide free and universal and compulsory primary education for the children up to 14 years. You know this, is it not? This is what they are developing the schemes like Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan and other things. It also helps to coordinate in providing elementary and secondary education throughout the country. They also award national scholarships and fellowships. You might be hearing the people after doing their MSc, they appear for their scholarships, national eligibility test through which they have the scholarships to proceed with their higher educations. They provide them. And this MHRD is providing assistance for the people of scheduled caste and the scheduled tribe to get their education. They provide assistance in the form of scholarships and more allotment of seats, everything in the higher education institutions so that these people will have access to education. It also cooperates and acts with the international organizations, namely the UNESCO, United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization. It helps in financing, directing and controlling the education in the union territories also. It is all under the control of MHRD. So the MHRD is an institution which controls the activities of education in the country. These are the organizations which are involved in the educational planning and administration throughout the country. UGC, the University Grants Commission. It was established in the year 1956 as it was recommended by the Radhakrishnan Committee, University Education Committee held by Radhakrishnan, and it came to be inaugurated in the year 1953 by Maulana Abul Kalam Azad, who was the then Union Minister of Education. Okay. So whenever you are going to look into the functions of UGC, it helps in promoting and coordinating university education throughout the country. The standard of teaching, examination, research in the country is determined and maintained by UGC. It prescribes the qualification and conditions for the appointment of teaching staff in colleges and various universities. Activities of UGC. It provides grants to the central university and also to the state universities. So full grant will be given for the central university, developmental grants to the state university. It assists in development of postgraduate department and new department in various universities. Whenever any university or college wants to start a new program or a new course, they will be assisted by the UGC. So that they can start, the funds will be allotted by UGC, so they can appoint regular staffs, conduct the program in a very effective way. Then the next important function of UGC, it recommends a pay scale for the university and the college teachers. This is the pay scale for a postgraduate staff member or a UG staff member. Like that, it will be decided by UGC. It sanctions a grant for construction of the quarters for the staff members, hostel for students and other necessary amenities. It provides fellowship to the university and the college teachers so that they can pursue their MPhil, PhD and other research project also will be given by UGC. It funds the academic colleges to provide orientation and refresher courses to the staff members. UGC sponsors, the teachers from other universities and other countries can come to other universities to teach. So this exchange program, cultural exchange program will be sponsored by UGC. UGC also offers the teacher education programs for delivering the lectures, conducting seminars. It will be conducted on a regular basis so that the teachers and the university staff members can enhance their proficiency in teaching. It offers financial assistance to the professors and lecturers who are visiting the foreign countries for their research or for any of their study tours. Okay. UGC publishes the reports, books and journals for improving the quality of higher education. It sanctions grants to the universities to conduct seminars and workshops. National Council for Educational Research and Training, New Delhi, 1961. It was established in the year 1961. Its headquarters in Aravind Marg, New Delhi, and its director is selected by the MHRD, Minister of Human Resource Development. So it is an autonomous organizing body which renders services in the field of school education. The main activity of this is to undertake, aid and promote, coordinate educational research in the country. It organizes in-service education to the teachers. NCERT has its regional institutes at Mysore, Bhopal, Bhubaneswar and Ajmer. So these regional institutes helps to aid in promoting educational research throughout the country. They publish quality textbooks, periodicals, literatures on various aspects of education. NCERT prepares model curriculum, syllabi, and then textbooks for the students. It finances the training and the research activities which are conducted in the SCERT, that is the State Council of Educational Research and Training. When we look into the main functions of NCERT, they focus on school education in India. So whenever you remember NCERT, you should remember they give more importance to school education in India. You can see in the textbooks, it will be printed, published by NCERT textbooks, is it not? So they are very important in school education in India. It undertakes the research problems relating to school education, preschool education, action research, etc. They provide training for the administrators, lecturers, headmasters and other subject takers so that they can solve the problems in a better way. It prepares low cost instructional materials. So the material which is prepared for the syllabus, the curriculum, everything should be low cost material, the teaching aids and other things. It disseminates innovation teaching method. Take for example, if any new methods of teaching is invented by any staff member or any person in the country, it is disseminated. Okay, it is disseminated means it is spread all over the country, and the techniques and developed which is used in teaching practices, which will be evaluated. New practices will be evaluated and it will be recommended for the school teachers and others to follow in their teaching hours. It serves as a collection house for the information and statistics related to education which occurs throughout the country. It conducts periodical surveys also all throughout India. What about the statistics? What is the percentage of educational level? Everything. It publishes some educational reports, pamphlets and bulletins then and there to spread the awareness of education among the people. It gives advice to the central and the state education departments. It coordinates with other agencies of education in training and other works. NIEPA, National Institute of Educational Planning and Administration. This organization organizes training programs for the educational authorities so that they can plan better in their institutions. To strengthen the capacity for training and research in the field of educational planning and administration. It provides consultancy services for the state government, central universities and other organizations in India and also abroad. It helps to disseminate information relating to the innovative experiences in educational planning and administration. It helps to establish contact and advance academic collaboration with other institutions. So if any university or any organization wants to have a link with the other institution, they can contact NIEPA where they will provide you the sources. When we look into the active areas of NIEPA, there are 6 areas, namely training of educational planners and administrators. Number 2, research. Number 3, diffusion of innovation. Number 4, consultancy service. Number 5, publication. And 6, coordination with other institutions. CBSE. It was set up in the year 1962 with an objective. The main objective of CBSE is to provide a uniform and an enriched curriculum for the secondary schools. Okay. Mainly it is given for the children of the central government employees who are transferred to different parts of India. CBSE schools or the trendsetters, most of the schools follow them, is it not? They follow the CBSE pattern. Where the Kendra Vidyalayas offer both English and Hindi as a compulsory subject in addition to the regional language. Take for example, if we have a Kendra Vidyalaya in our area, we will be having English, Hindi as a compulsory subject. Along with that, Tamil will be taught for them as a regional language. The CBSE has done very good work in examination reforms, innovative teaching practices, and nurturing the talents of the students and the staff members. There is another institution called as the Central Institute of Educational Technology, which is located, it is an institution under the NCERT in New Delhi. It is mainly concerned with the development of innovations and various medias in school education. School education la enna innovations, namely programmed learning, educational television, satellite instructional television experiment, training of teachers in handling the technology. Technology better hand pandadukku they have made it. Then comes the Central Advisory Board on Education, CAB. It has started functioning from 1923. Its main function is to advise on any educational question which is referred by Government of India or any other local government, and to call for information and advice regarding the educational development of special interest and value for India. And to examine this information, they evaluate with the recommendations of Government of India and the local government. Then comes the regional institutes of education, namely the NCERT, which has 4 regional institutes, that is called as in Mysore, Ajmer, Bhubaneswar and Bhopal. So these 4 institutions offer a 4 years integrated course in BSc ED, BA ED, BCom ED, etc. So this is for the 12th standard students. After completing the 12th, they can directly go for the 4-year integrated course. And they also, at Mysore and Bhubaneswar, they offer the postgraduate program like MSc ED, MA ED, MCom ED on regular basis. So admission for these courses will be based on the qualifying marks of the students, both in the entrance test and the interview conducted by the REC. So through RECs, we are able to extend the education in primary. Okay. They also concentrate on the primary education through various schemes like Sarva Siksha Abhiyan and others. Another important organization is National Council for Teacher Education. That is, the National Policy on Education recommended the setting of this National Council for Teacher Education in the year 1993. So what is this main objective of this National Council is that to coordinate and plan the development of teacher education. So teacher education organizations are plan பண்ணி coordinate பண்ணது main activity. To maintain a reasonable norms and standards in teacher education. Norms are nothing but the law. Standard, you have to maintain a standard. Okay. To approve only institutes of teacher education which satisfy the prescribed norms. To provide training of teacher educators. To upgrade the quality of teacher education at the certificate level or diploma, graduate, postgraduate and research level. NCT has 4 regional offices at Jaipur, Bhubaneswar, Bhopal and Bangalore. So all these organizations come under the MHRD, and these organizations control the educational activities throughout the country. Okay. I hope now you are clear with the various organizations that functions under MHRD and their functions. In the examination, you will be usually asked to write any organization in particular and about their functions, or else you can be asked to mention about, they will ask you about NCT, NCERT, like that, some 3-4 organization and mention their activities in a 10-mark question. So try to prepare well. Thank you.